Dr. J did some sort of refresh, but I don't think we're underway yet.
Oh, okay.
Okay, now we are underway, and we are starting in World 4.
One of my personal favorites in vanilla.
And by the way, this is Game 1 settings, which means not too randomized. All the levels will appear where you expect levels to be, all the fortresses where you expect fortresses to be, etc. They'll just be different fortresses and different levels than what you're expecting. And a heck of a first level. 7-4, I believe.
Now I'm still getting through my technical difficulties. Which is with you shortly.
This level is sure doing a number on our runners, though. Dr. J's already fallen once. Big Zeef's fallen. Bottom two runners seem to be surviving so far. Yep, DaveLindo and Gameaholic both doing the slow and steady approach make it through. And for our second level tonight, we have 1-3. Now, at this point, it's worth noting that warp whistles have been removed. Runners will have to go through all 8 worlds. But there is still a special item where you might otherwise find a warp whistle. But it looked like DaveLindo was going to just go for the regular exit level and not try the special item until he got bonked. And unfortunately, it looks like Gameaholic has had some difficulties and has already forfeited. Now, the thing is, in a tournament, even if one runner forfeits, the other runner still needs to complete. If technically Big Zeef were unable to complete this race, it would be considered a draw and the runners would have to... Well, I don't think they replay it because we're in groups, not brackets, so a draw would count for half a win and half a loss. But Big Zeef is guaranteed to win if he can complete the seed. If not, it will be considered a draw.
When a forfeit happens, I believe the time that's automatically registered is 2 hours, if I recall correctly, right?
That is correct. I've never seen a forfeit so early in the race, though. Usually, you know, it's a runner struggling and is more than an hour in, so they're willing to just take a 2-hour time.
And the only other time that it happened, which in the end it's going to be just a redo, is a little while ago. A soft lock happened on a race that I was doing with It's Paranoia. Fortunate.
Meanwhile, though, Big Zeef has finally made it out of 7-4. DaveLindo is progressing a ways and is on the World 1 Fortress. Now, again, he could have flown up to where the warp whistle would normally be, found an item, and finished the level that way. With that hot foot, he decided against it, so he's just gonna beat Boom Boom the regular way. Big Zeef is getting a special item. Toad thinks it's a whistle, but it is actually a Tanuki suit. awful lot of levels from World 1 here in the first world, even though the first world is World 4, but we've seen 1, 3, 1, 5, 1 Fortress. Oh, and DaveLindo has already found a hammer suit that he's going to use against the Hammer Brothers and lose it. But he gets a hammer for his troubles. Okay, let's see if Big Zeef wants to fly here. He certainly seems to be attempting it.
And there we go. I finally managed to get through my tech difficulties, and I'm actually watching now.
Welcome!
Glad to be here. Sorry for the late intro, everybody. Still talking, but yeah. I wasn't seeing things.
Okay, so DaveLindo will come across the first end card here. That has also been randomized. The matching order does not necessarily correspond to the 8 possible layouts you would find in the vanilla game, and the rewards don't correspond to what's on the cards. So we will not know what he got. Okay, looks like he got a Tanuki suit and a cloud there. Not bad.
Which I assume that it's possible in one end card game to get like 2 hammers if you're lucky, right? Like, let's say 2 mushrooms become 2 hammers or something like that.
Oh yeah, you can be insanely lucky and get some really nice stuff.
That's good to know. I actually wasn't too sure. Seems like every end card game I got usually wound up being the hammers were like the 1-ups or the coins and stuff like that.
DaveLindo is now an evil 6-5.
Hope there's not a Paragoomba waiting for him up there. Notice too in 6-5 that they got rid of the nippers at the end to make things a little.
Well, they were randomized into different enemies.
Oh, right. Forgot their sprites.
So what do we have up here? Koopa Paratroopa. Red and green.
Handy to have the enemies you need to progress right at the end there. The safest version of 6-5 I've seen.
Oh, and Big Z finds some Fire Bros. Now, one thing about how the Hammer Bros are randomized is it actually depends what square you fight them on. So if they move to a different square, like if you die against them and they move to a different square, you'll wind up in a different hammer.
As I know, the battlefield will change, but the Hammer Brother, I believe, will remain the same. I believe, anyway.
I've been trying to figure out if it changes the prize.
I've been trying to figure out if, let's say, a certain prize, like, I don't know, you get a star for a certain... And then that changes to a hammer. Do all stars from all the different Hammer Brothers become hammers? Wondered. I've never been sure.
Yeah, I think it's more randomized than that, but I honestly don't know. I'm still getting used to the rando settings here.
Yeah. Dr. J is in 6-5 now. Looks like there was a Angry Sun that I didn't notice before. Either that or was can a Angry Sun be despawned by going into the pipe and coming out on the other side?
Yes, it can. That's probably why you didn't notice it before.
Knew that about the boss bass, but I wasn't too sure if that applied to the Angry Sun as well.
And DaveLindo has already finished off Iggy while we were talking. And we will get the King's special Tanuki message.
While Tanuki appears.
Command.
World 6 for our World 2 here, and we're going to check the pipe right away, see where it leads. It was a dead end, but not anymore. Andy.
The nice thing about accumulating hammers. Yeah, these long worlds, the pipes can either wind up going nowhere, or they can advance you considerably. It's all just luck.
Group 1, there's only one pipe that could advance you without having to go out of your way to either use something or it just doesn't work. Like option 2 of convenience.
And DaveLindo is now in the Air Force, which is behaving as the first fortress. He also, a few seconds ago, showed us some statue swag as a way of avoiding getting hit. It's worth noting that in terms of what can be randomized as a fortress, any level that ends with a boom boom counts as a fortress for rando purposes. So that includes the Navy, the Air Force, and the super tank, as well as the actual fortresses.
It's like big
swag
Z
statue
here. Steve here just finished his World 1, heading on to World 2, and probably going to find out that he's going to need a hammer for this next part. Question is
Dr. J is in the lovely World 5 Skyfort. More potaboos than you can shake a stick at.
Yeah, and those always remain potaboos. Anything else, as far as I know. It can be a pain when a hotfoot winds up being like right under the pipe right there.
DaveLindo doing a safety life replenishment. Not a bad idea. I think he was down to like... Well, it must have been down to 1 since he just got a 5 up and is now at 6.
Always handy to do for save strats. Unless you're feeling really adventurous.
Hey, I just realized 8.2 actually has a vanilla sun. How about that?
Just slightly, but Fred. World 4-2, there can be a boss bass and a sun. But if there's any other levels that like originally have like a boss bass or a sun in them, can the other one be put along with it as well? Like the Angry Sun level, for instance.
I don't think I've seen an Angry Sun and a boss bass in the same level, if that's what you're asking.
Except for 4-2.
Yeah, I still don't think so. Ooh, Big Zeef getting a 2-up replenishment there.
Andy. Dr. J wants some extra assurance to be sure to... What I cannot remember. They're thick or a 5-hitter. I think boss was a 4-hitter. Big Zeef is in the Air Force, just floating all the way to the end there. And that's World 1 down for Dr. J. DaveLindo is in one of my personal least favorite forts in the game, which is 6-3, Fort 3 of World 6.
Yeah, especially with those hot feet that seem to always show up in the randomizer.
And just
there.
do whatever they want.
As opposed to the dry bones, which just walks clean off the screen.
Whenever I see that, I'm like, how convenient.
Dr. J is taking the quicksand route through 8-2. What will our power-up be? Oh, he didn't go the power-up side.
Ooh. 2 can be pretty tricky sometimes. 4 lives is always nice. Alright, quick way or long way for DaveLindo. Which one will he choose? Oh.
I would have cried if he had taken the long way. I really would have cried.
Scaring us there with, it's like, where am I going to go? Where am I going to go? But something tells me the way he set himself up to, like, jump past another brick right there. That was a nice jump there. There goes the chaining of stars. And we got Fort 6-1 in the place of Fort 6-3. Have all World 6 forts been in World 6? Seems like at least 2 of them have at this point.
Yeah, I don't think we've seen 6F2.
Yeah, just 1 and 3. Don't remember where they were. Following this many screens can be tough.
Yeah, Big Zeef is fighting through 5-1, which is not a fun level to go through without a tail.
Probably not. But he manages to make through and get himself 5 more lives in the process.
And DaveLindo is on to the airship. Here's Lemmy not doing much, so... Oh, doesn't... There we go, fire kill.
Fire kill. That begs the question how many hits Lemmy actually is, though.
Right, the number of stomp hits is randomized anywhere between 1 and 5, but the number of fire hits will always be 10.
Actually, something I didn't actually know. So it's good to know. Always 10. And more like each stomp is worth, like, I don't know, 3 or 4 fireballs or something like that. On the Air Force, just making his way through, taking it 1 step at a time. Oh, dear. Step too much right there as he takes an unfortunate death.
Yeah, the Air Force is definitely easier when it's not an auto-scroll level, but it's still kind of challenging with all those rocky wrenches and big jumps.
You gotta take it 1 step at a time.
Oh, and we see a Boss Bastion 7-9, and it just had a nice meal.
Make a note. Go for the other level.
Oh, and I didn't realize he had clouded, so now he lost the cloud and has to redo that level.
Chomps in that level as well. 1 step at a time, Big Zeef.
DaveLindo is suffering through the evil 6-9. There are just so many evil levels in World 6.
There are. You got 6-6. Well,
oh, my bad. I screwed up the water levels in 6.
evil level of World 6 is really 6-6. 6-9 is not too bad. It's a lot less short, and there's quite a few spots you can add of the water, so it's not too bad. First go through, though, but yeah. I know now.
And we see 4F2 in place of the World 5 Ground Fortress.
Dr. J is in 1-2 right now. Cheap.
Let's see if Big Zeef can get through the matching game. Nope.
All right, DaveLindo's turn for the matching game. Will he finish it right here? Looking good. Yep, there you go. Cleared.
Oh, and it looks like DaveLindo triggered a coin ship the old-fashioned way. Because I just saw that his coins are at 55 and his score ends in 50.
Also gotten himself a hammer. That'll come in handy later on. Pretty soon at this rate. If the lock is in... Well, actually it will be. This is the group 1, so it's going to be in a certain spot. It's pretty safe to assume that Dave is probably going to use his hammer after he's done the Spiral Fortress here.
Wow, that was a long way for Big Zeef to fall.
What's worse than a death? A slow death. Affected.
Dr.
Oh dear!
J.
Oh. Ooh.
Yeah, once that hammer bro jumped to the bottom level, I just kind of figured.
Matter of time. Oh, and is he stuck there? The hammer bro's not moving, is he?
Well, they swapped with each other. Now they moved.
And they're both regular Hammer Brothers, so it made me thought that it stayed there, because I blinked for a second, and then he was fighting the other one.
But it was the same layout because it was on the same square.
Indeed. And DaveLindo is in the Navy at this very moment. Just making his way through, dodging all the cannonballs, and then we got the bombs. Eee! That was a close call. And he's done with the Navy. So I blinked and I didn't notice, but yeah, it looks like DaveLindo did use his hammer. And he could go straight to the airship if he so wishes to do so. But he's
Looks
gonna
like we got to witness his internal monologue there.
Consisted of, should I? Should I not? Should I? Should I not? I'll chance it.
Oh, that
I
was
just
a
changed that.
nasty placement.
Now he... Oh, going for the hammer. Boomerang in this case.
And Big Zeef takes down Lemmy. I did not catch how many hits it took, though.
Did I? But Big Zeef's on his way to World 3. While Dr. J is in my favorite fort. E!
Oh, I didn't realize we got a king straight out of A Streetcar Named Desire.
Like we got ourselves a heavy Roy here.
Yes, actually exhibiting his vanilla behavior.
Oh, he's going for the wand grab. Ah, went right through. Almost went for the wand grab assist.
Yeah, if you can grab the wand off screen, it saves a couple of seconds because you don't have to watch Mario fall.
When this way back, I think I just noticed that just randomly. I was like, oh, hey, that's kind of handy. Or not. Dr. J dealing with a few fire chomps here, but makes it through. And, ooh, there was a camouflage fire chomp at the end of that level. Ooh, dear. South quick.
And now Big Zeef tackling the evil 6-6.
Always fun.
Okay, can Dr. J manage to take the short way here?
No! Checks walks. Oh.
It's a long way down.
Man, imagine if you'd be like in that situation, you'd be screaming the whole way. You'd take a few breaths during that, I think. Yeah, here's a level we don't see often.
And meanwhile, DaveLindo has found 8-1.
Level to start a randomizer with, by the way, as we've seen in a few races. So one of Dr. J's other races that he took part in, I believe, actually started with 8-1.
That sounds about right.
Double boomerang for DaveLindo. Aw, just barely touches the boomerang brother the wrong way.
Some of these worlds are so fast they're blinking you'll miss them.
Thing. It's the first fort of World 6 right now on Dr. J's side, because platforms are, well, taking their sweet time here.
And let's see what Morton's like today.
Well, Morton seems to be relatively tame.
Vanilla 3 hits.
Big Zeef here heading to the end of for Fort 2. Ooh! The dodge right there.
I just figured since DaveLindo is now halfway through the game, we should probably give him the music.
Just in time for the message. This World 3 be World Free. Shall we see? Drum roll, if you please. Better than nothing.
Skipped a couple levels.
So, question, will Dave use his hammer to break the lock to check the pipe, or will he use the fort?
If it were me, I'd do the fort, but we shall see. More internal monologue.
Oh, there's the ice fort.
Yep. And Dr. J has found his way to Lemmy.
Oh, let's see how many hits Lemmy was, now that we can actually see. Alright, that's 3, I think.
That was 3. This is 4. Looks like Lemmy's gonna be 5. He's always 4 or 5, it seems, because Fred's evil.
Yeah. And me equals... I'm just gonna fly for a while.
Okay, let's see what lock gets destroyed by Dave beating this fort.
Well, are the locks vanilla in Group 1? I think? Sure, but... I sworn they were vanilla.
I'm also not sure.
Well, I guess we know where what leads to Wendy.
Okay, so it's that pipe...
Right to the right.
That's currently locked past 3F2 that'll lead to the end, so... Yeah, Dave has to decide which levels he wants to beat to get there.
Well, looks like he's gonna go the... Okay, I think he's gonna go the other way. Oh, it was a Patooey. Oh, at least it wasn't a
suicidal Patooey.
And then we got a Chain Chomp here just making its way through space, time, and walls here. I'm just being like, hey, I rule this place. Do level 5, or is he gonna go back in the pipe? In the meantime, Dr. J has cleared the first level of World 3.
Oh, that was efficient
And
on Dave's
Daisy.
part. Spend a Starman to get a Starman.
And Dr. J is now at evil level. What will he do?
And Dave is giving this another try. I would have thought he'd want to see what's where 3-5 is labeled.
Yeah, he might go... Oh, no. Oh, end card. Alright.
Big Zeef is saying anchors away. Well, that was an interesting jump on it. Looked like an exploding bob-omb, but he went down the pipe anyway.
If you could actually take the bomb with you and then be like, just toss it in front of Boom Bomb, say, boom boom. I'm with.
Okay, yeah, I don't know why Dave was so reluctant to check out this level. I'd certainly rather play it than what was it, 3-4.
Yeah, this one. Well, that Laikitsu can be fun, but still a lot shorter. Ooh.
And Big Zeef is doing the double cloud to get to the airship.
World 3, but this is one heck of a gamble. If he loses his life here, that's going to set him way back.
Well, he is using a P-Wing, so it should be relatively easy. Just don't touch the ground when Roy lands.
So far, so good.
And Dave's doing well with his star powers in 7-7.
Always a fun low.
And he makes it through.
Problem there. Dr. J is just about through 6-6 as well. Goes through 6-6, and DaveLindo just beat 7-7. How interesting.
Now, if I'm Big Zeef, I'd probably take an intentional death here because I've just started a new world and I'm at 0 lives. Let's see if he does.
And if you're me, then you'll completely forget about it and still play anyway. Oh, Big Zeef is probably going to make really short work of this world. Here he goes. All right,
Other than, well, you know, 8-1.
And then we got a music box for the hand levels.
Well, that's lame. And the thing is that if it's the prize in one hand level, it's the prize in all hand levels. So we're going to be collecting music boxes today.
Yep. Let's get our music collection up to date and ready for Nipper level of World 7. That's the only place I use it. Game over for Big Z, but it doesn't send him back since he's broken the lock as well as the rock. So he's going to get an item, because why not? Into this fort with a Tanuki is always the best feels. Any of this here.
Yeah, I always liked the Tanuki prize in Fort Knox.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, he just misaligns with the pipe.
I use the plus right there as the marker, say, like in between the candle and the plus, the pipe is right above that. And then it's like you can just basically be a machine and just fly directly up. There's a statue right there by DaveLindo. Delay the is by transforming into the statue just long enough for him to actually stomp onto Boom Boom and defeat him on the third hit.
And with that, he finally breaks the lock and gets to Wendy's airship. But can't quite fly over that barrier.
Pretty close. Well, let's see how tame Wendy is. Oh!
Only one hit, but she got one hit in too.
Brains can be a pain.
So we only have World 1 and World 7 left to see.
Which one will come first? And the Sun is saying hi to Dr. J just for a little bit. Say, hi, I'm the Sun. Not here. If the Sun was here, he's going to say, I'm not.
Big Zeef seems to be having some trouble with 8-1. This is about his 5th go of it. Score is World 8-1 5, Big Zeef 0.
Quote a line from an old movie I watched. I think it was called Little Giants. Just takes one time, and then you're done. Unless you game over, then I guess you'll have to do it again, but...
So it always strikes me as weird that in the Navy you can actually swim in the lava. And that's not even a line of the song. Like, in the Navy, you can swim in the lava. Just doesn't stand.
In the Navy, you can swim in your hot bath in the Navy. Till you feel Bowser's wrath in the Navy. In the Navy. I haven't memorized all the names of certain levels yet. I think I memorized the 4 from Bowser, from World Bowser. Land.
And thanks to a cloud, DaveLindo is just about at Larry, who is hiding out on the World 4 airship. He gets a Starman, which will keep him invincible but won't actually defeat Larry, since the game isn't expecting you to have Starmen when you fight a Koopaling.
It lets you actually just do damage without any kind of soft locking. Which apparently when you do that with Bowser, that's another story. I've only heard about. Oh dear, Fire Nipper.
Big Zeef almost made it out of 8-1, but he was too afraid of landing on that piranha plant, so he decided Bottomless Pit was the better alternative.
And now we got Q-Wing.
Yeah.
Like, enough of this. I'm done. I'm gonna fly. It's gonna be glorious. And that's that.
And we have World 7 in its vanilla location.
So, as... They might be... Oh, and there's something that's not vanilla.
Desert with Boss Bass. Wow.
And now, is he just gonna outrun Boss Bass here? I don't see Boss Bass anywhere. No, Boss Bass just be gone.
Well, that was surprisingly successful.
Big Zeef go on the high road on the airship, and is that Morton now? Morton decides he wants to jump quite a bit. Okay, there we go.
While Dr. J is making his way to Roy. Jeez, they've really spread out. All our runners are in different levels. Different worlds, rather.
Pretty much playing him right now in their own way.
Core, she turned me into a newt. I got better.
Oh, that comes from IT Crowd, doesn't it? Wouldn't know. Recently watched that. That was funny.
Beg pardon? That's Monty Python. I mean, it might have
later
been borrowed, but...
That's another one I'm gonna have to check out eventually. IT Crowd quotes from in this randomizer.
It wouldn't surprise me, though. One thing I've learned is Fred definitely likes his classic movies.
There's one that I always liked, and then I just realized that's right. It's the quote at the very end. Just so you all know, we're all counting on you.
Ah, yes, Airplane.
See that movie in a long time. So Dr. J has just defeated World 3. Finished World 3. I need to work on my words.
DaveLindo is small, so he can't try the world clip.
Yes, he takes an intentional death, but I don't think he's got any... Does he have any mushrooms at his disposal right now?
No, but he does have a cloud.
Oh.
Oops.
Ouch.
One more pipe, though.
I forgot there was another pipe there. Oh, dear. Oh, jeez. We're getting all the fun World 7 levels here. And World 7 on top of that. That's a fire. P-Wings 8-1 as well. And I'm not sure if he took any deaths beforehand, but it seems like he came to the conclusion of P-Winging this much faster than Big Zeef. Or is this the same level? Because I can't tell right now. He's in the sky.
Yeah, it's 8-1. He died at least once because I saw him trying it without a P-Wing. Poor DaveLindo clouds through 8-6 and dies in 7F3. 7F2, sorry.
While Dr. J is in, which airship I think this is the World 3, I think? Airship?
Okay, we are getting word that Big Zeef has agreed to not let this match count, and he and Gameaholic will replay their Game 1. But I guess he's just finishing it just because he's here anyway.
Why not? I mean, he's more than halfway, so might as well go all the way.
DaveLindo is definitely in a bind here. He's out of clouds, out of just about any item.
At least
he's small.
If he could at least make it to the pipe that goes to get him a... Originally, I think it was a hammer suit or something like that. That'll help immensely, but still the guy has to get through this particular part here beforehand.
Ooh, so close.
Almost would suggest going to another level to get an item, but I don't think he's got any other levels available to him right now. He's got 7-6. Forgot about that one. Just realized this 7-8 also has a sun. Dr. J is slowly making his way through the World 6-2 fortress. Looking pretty good so far.
Big Zeef is taking stock of his situation. He hasn't been able to get the clip, but he burned a P-Wing, and there are no enemies, so he can't commit suicide.
Well, he could just fly through the level at this point, but he might have actually stopped playing and probably got to just do the redo when they can. Meantime, Dr. J and DaveLindo are still doing their match. They're hanging around in the same level for a little bit. Dave is getting a little further than before. Pipe, if you can make it through that.
And Big Zeef has officially forfeited. And wow, that is some serious trolling. 3 1-ups for all that, no power-up.
Ouch. Come on, you can do it, DaveLindo. You're almost there. At least there's no fire nippers here at the end. Didn't know there was a power-up there. Good to know.
And he's out. And now, as I recall, that's 7F2 he's heading into.
Hello, Piranha Fort. How are you doing today? Piranha Fort would probably reply, I'm doing damage. Damage. Speaking of which...
Yeah, about that jump.
Yeah. Oof. Almost went right through the fireball right there.
Another trolley 1-up.
Oh, Dr. J, Dr. J has decided to not try to clip level normally.
We play levels normally?
Apparently. Feeling adventurous?
Okay, Dave finds a Starman, that'll help.
Very much so.
Other than he seemed to forget he had it because he paused before making that jump as though he were waiting for the piranha to go away.
Yeah. Oh! Says, nope. Jay's playing a game of jump shell here. DaveLindo has been faced with an array of difficult levels this past, like, I'd have to say, like, at least 10 minutes by now. First, there was 7-6, then we got 7-8, and now we got 7-4-2. This is pretty intense. Speaking of 7.
Definitely a cautionary tale against burning through all your items.
Yeah, for sure. This is interesting. Dr. J and DaveLindo are in both World 7 forts at the same time, at this very moment.
And Dr. J is just not going to get through Fort Knox with a fire flower.
Oh, as far as I know, there is no way to do that. I don't know if there's any special clips you can do, but... Oh, he sort of missed the pipe there. Just slid right into the pipe and then went in. You see, at least DaveLindo has some extra lives at his disposal if he has trouble.
Yeah, DaveLindo's going to be in a bad situation if he runs out of lives because of the levels. He'll have to repeat, so he does not want to run out.
Yeah. And yeah, that transition was pretty cool. That's the first time I've actually seen that. Very nice setup here.
Okay, lure the hot feet away. There you go.
It's obedient hot feet and not the hot feet rebels that we got somewhere else sometimes or there.
And we are through to Boom Boom.
There you go. There you go. Yeah.
Somewhere a lock will break.
Dr. J on his 5th airship now.
Not a bad idea to play the end card game and try to replenish items.
Yep. We remember Wendy was a one-hit Wendy, so Dr. J should be pleasantly surprised once. Threw her right there. Just a little bit.
The one thing DaveLindo had a lot of were music boxes. He is able to put that piranha to sleep.
Handy,
but
making use of that.
That wasn't a very long-lasting music box. Oh, and that's the troll pipe.
Through all that, we do the plant level. Levels right here. What is the term for these levels? We just call them piranha plant levels or nipper plant levels? Because I'm not sure.
Yeah, and they're always vanilla. And Dr. J has found 5-9. One of 2 auto-scrolling levels in this randomizer.
And DaveLindo,
relaxing ride on moving platforms.
Here has used his hammer to get through that lock as the pipe brought him right outside the final path. Platforms, Dr. J. Just a few more platforms. Oh, now that's a rude surprise for DaveLindo right there. Ouch. I did 2 at that point.
Oh, and Dr. J is on 1-4.
Another curious question. If someone were to, like, say, 1-4 means that special mushrooms in World 1, for instance, like 1-4 does, would that still trigger a special mushroom?
I believe so. I haven't seen anyone go to the trouble, but I believe it would, and the item there would be randomized.
Very interesting.
Speaking of randomized items, since that special mushroom in the vanilla game would give you an anchor, it's worth noting, if you get an anchor in this game, it will turn into something random when you use it, and you won't know what until you use it.
I usually wait until I'm in front of a lock or something like that before using one of those. Yes, if you're not in front of a lock and you try to use one, I assume it'll just buzz or something like that. Let's say if the anchor winds up being a hammer or something like that. Yo, you get nothing. You lose. Good day, sir.
And Dave is on to World 8.
Is 3 3-9, if I recall correctly.
Yes, lowercase h level, as I like to think of it.
Which,
as opposed to 6-8, which is uppercase h level.
this time with that sort of boss bass.
Big Bertha.
Oh, those are Big Bertha. Right. Now, in the graphics, the sun goes behind where it should be sky. The sun becomes active. There. Oh, we got World 8 Fort here. This is
French vanilla, I guess.
oh. A little out of place, but not too much.
And in honor of all the doors. Don't you love her as she's walking out the door?
Speaking of doors, other door. There you go. That's the door. Running, 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 running. Running. Is not on time for first cycle. At all there. None. Yeah, pretty much how the angry sun was just going peekaboo in the clouds.
Ooh, and Dave luckily gets a star there and should get the upside down question mark.
Oh,
Yes.
nice. Those are always feel-goods. Dr. J finishes World 6 on his way to World 7, and DaveLindo is already on his way to Bowser's Castle. One more level stands in his way.
He got the right pipe.
Yep, no hand bridge necessary today. Feels. But also better feels when you chance the hand bridge after not checking anything else, and it turns out it is what's needed. On his way to fight Bowser. Doesn't have a hammer suit.
But the one item in his inventory is the Fire Flower, so let's see if he can do this in one shot and actually fire kill Bowser.
Yeah, fire kill, but hammer kill.
Oh, hammer kill's great. Bowser's gone before you can even say hello. Having a bit of trouble with this clip, though. There we go.
Dr. J is in 2 Pyramid right now. At the end, there we go. With a Sledge Brother, and he just says bye, and that's it.
DaveLindo is on our penultimate screen. If he can just dodge Bowser's breath. And here's Bowser!
And here comes the machine gun fireballs.
There we go!
And, Bowser, get your GGs in the chat. I mean, Bowser designed his castle with a pit that he could just, you know, make himself. And just flying over.
And DaveLindo finishes with an official SRL time of 1 hour 14 seconds. GG.
A GG too, because why not? Good luck. We're all counting on you. Opening message to Super Mario Bros. 3. That's what it should be changed to for these tournaments. Dr. J is in 7-8. High Road, which, considering the level, is a good move.
So I'm not sure what the interview situation is, because we are going to follow this up shortly.
Gonna be
runners whose names are
the other
Big Zeef and Gameaholic. There we go.
Yeah, which I'm assuming they're gonna go with their Group 2 match, or I wonder if they're just going to do their Group 1 match, like retry that instead. Ooh. Dr. J has to do some fireball dodging here, but forgets about the pit. Dr. J is now in Piranha Fort. See how he tackles this. Area right there. If those wind up both being Venus fire traps, those can be a real pain to deal with. Take a hit to get through, assuming you can take a hit.
Ooh, Dr. J backs up just a little bit too much.
Just a wee bit, yeah. Oh, and because he clouded the level before, he's got to go through that again. Fun times. What's Dr. J doing now? That pipe. DaveLindo never checked that pipe, so that might actually enable him to get past all that stuff. Very convenient.
Meanwhile, we are trying to get DaveLindo in here for an interview.
Bass. fast, we'll have to sit this one out. Oh, hello. You were in for something evil no matter which way you went. Atlantis. I pick Fort 2 over this any day. Oop. You are on the air.
Yes, welcome DaveLindo and GG. He's in here with us, I swear. Is your mic live?
Yeah, I'm not the only one that's had technical difficulties today. There's a message. Oh, trying. Get his mic working.
And poor Dr. J has now hit both of our auto-scrollers.
Oh, that's true, he did do 5-9 a little while back. It has been a rather long seed overall. There's been a lot of difficult levels and both auto-scrollers on top of that. The nicest seed, that's for sure.
Yeah, and the runners generally decided against loading up on items from mushroom houses or end card games too often, so they generally wound up running out of items later on.
Yeah. Still doing the Atlantis here. DaveLindo is still trying to join us for the interview, but is having some mic troubles at the moment. From what I can see, he'll be joining us.
Okay, we have DaveLindo, take 2, GG.
Thanks, guys. Can you hear me okay?
Yep, loud and
All right.
clear.
All right, great. Yeah, thanks. That was a fun game. Relatively smooth, I guess, except for my experience in 7 Fort 2 there. That was a nightmare, but I somehow got out of it.
Yeah,
and
that
kept pushing on.
part was pretty rough, and on top of that, if you would have decided to go into the other pipe to get there the other way, you would have been faced with Atlantis as well. So
I know.
Either way,
Yeah. Oh, really? No kidding. Oh,
Yeah.
man.
World
But,
7 is definitely a rough one.
Yeah. You know, it's funny because I've been practicing a lot too, and I've been going through, strategies for World 7 and stuff, but, it just seems to just bite me every time, but I got through it. And luckily I got the hammer. Like, I had like 4 or 5 hammers in that one, so in that seed, so I got lucky with that all.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you were able to build up a pretty good size buffer as a result.
Yeah, that's kind of been my strategy lately, because I'm pretty reckless sometimes, so if I build up enough enemies, if I build up enough, inventory, I can kind of, my mistakes it'll lessen them, basically, you know what I mean?
Yeah, and also, by the way, I just saw this is your first win of the tournament, so congratulations on that.
Thank you, yeah, it's, feels good.
Or that first one is always a nice feels.
Yeah, I didn't really, practiced too much for the tournament. I've been running Mario 3 for a while, speed running it, but obviously it's a totally different ball game. And after my first few matches, I was like, okay, I really need to bone up on my randomizer strat. So I've been kind of.
Well, you're also in the same group as our tournament organizer, Pro A007, who's just kind of cleaning up on everyone. You haven't really played too many matches against the rest of your group, so
True,
it's entirely possible you finish 5 and 3.
Yeah, I'm hoping. You know, yeah. I mean, that was interesting first experience going up against him and just getting 2 nice losses. But it was really, it's been fun so far, and I'm loving it. It's my first tournament ever, so it's awesome.
Tell you from experience, and for me too, it was my first time doing this tournament, as well as just speedrunning Mario 3 in general, really, because I haven't been really speedrunning it, really speedrunning it per se. But as you just keep on doing it, things will start committing more and more to muscle memory, and you're gonna be like, all right, like right away. You hardly have to even think about it after a while.
Yeah, right. Randomizer is interesting though too, because you think you got the levels down packed for speed running, and then you know, as soon as the randomizer level hits, all the enemies are different, and you can't do your normal strats. So yeah, it's cool though. It's definitely like I'm having a super blast playing it. It's so fun. Yeah.
So overall, what did you think of the seed overall, like compared to other seeds?
Honestly, it was decent because all the levels that I hate the most, except for that 742, I got to either like skip or not see. So that's a plus, you know. But I was pretty lucky with the end card games too. So like I cleared those out pretty well. And so sometimes I kind of like stumble on those, and like I got a little lucky on that, I think. But and all the hammers I had, I ended up skipping like all of World 3, I believe, or no, 2, I believe. So it was fun. It was a good one. I was hoping for something decent to my liking, and this was a good one.
Fun. That's the most important part.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I think this is a new experience for a lot of us, so...
Yeah.
We're all getting used to what it's like, but it's sure cool.
Oh, yeah, it's great. I can see, I can't believe how many people entered the tournament, too. It's like a great turnout, I feel. And I just want to say one thing, too, that Proa has been, like... I mean, he's putting a lot of time into this, and I really want to, like, give a shout-out to him. He's really putting so much work into this and organizing it and doing all the commentary he's doing. That's really commendable.
I agree there. That's for sure. Like, this is my first time too. Speaking of first time, this is my first time trying commentary, and I'm out of focus just to do this. After a while, probably.
Oh yeah, I did commentary once. I'm gonna do some more now after I get a few races out of the way. But it's definitely a great experience, and it's kind of, you know, it's interesting. It's kind of nerve-wracking at first, but, you know, just like anything else, just get used to it, and it gets easier.
Especially when you start the whole thing with a bunch of tech difficulties.
Oh yeah.
at the beginning of the race, I was like, at first I was on Chrome and it was not loading at all for me.
Oh man.
And then turns out I needed Flash, which I also had to install. Oh, Ludwig went right through Dr. J. That was an inevitable death right there at the speed he was jumping.
Yeah, it's a bit disorienting to see Ludwig taking such high jumps.
The same thing too, because he's meant to be heavy as well, just like Ludwig.
That's unfortunate. I just saw it. Yeah, so did you see what happened in the beginning, too? Because I ended up dropping my controller right before we started, and I hit start. Like, I picked it up, and I hit the button, and I was like, uh-oh. Yeah. I don't know if you guys caught that, but I just stayed there until, I guess, everyone else started, so... I didn't think it affected anything, so hopefully everything was okay on that end, but...
yeah, I didn't notice anything.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, the streams themselves probably always have variated lags between each other anyway, so depending on how long, if you were like there for like a minute, then yeah, I'm pretty sure we definitely would have noticed. But if it was more like a couple seconds, then
yeah, it was probably like a good 5 seconds. So yeah, not a big deal, I don't think.
Gotcha. Oh, Dr. J takes out Ludwig and is on his way to World 8, which should be a relatively short world.
Yeah, you just got to get into that second pipe. Hopefully, he doesn't take a alternate route.
And as far as I'm aware, after this race, we should have another race between Big Zeef and Gameaholic.
Nice.
Hopefully, with 100% fewer technical difficulties.
Yeah, there you go.
Second try usually goes better than the first.
Nice.
Yeah. My first tries on anything are like 30%, and then my second tries, I'm like, ooh, I made a nice record here. I'm on second place.
There you go.
Or something like that.
Cool. So you guys both in the tournament?
I'm not.
No.
I didn't find out until it was actually going on.
Oh, cool.
I forget how I even found out.
It's awesome that you got on commentary, though. I know he needs the help, so it's great.
Wanted to give it a try because it seemed like a lot of fun, and for myself, I've been doing a lot of Let's Play related things and also versus related things, and versus, and I was thinking of doing plugs. If for anyone that's watching, take a moment to follow our runners here. They're doing a plenty of effort here to give us a nice show.
Much appreciated.
And for speed gaming as well, if you're not already,
yeah,
following pretty much all the channels just to make sure I'm on point.
Yeah, we have 6 speed gaming channels. This one, and then 2 through 6 in English, and then we have 4 foreign language channels: Spanish, Portuguese, French, and German. So if you speak any of those languages, we're getting more and more programming on them, and sometimes we even stream a single tournament in multiple languages.
That's awesome.
Way I'm for the next match, I'm assuming that I'll probably just stick around here for since I'll be commentating on the next match as well. Gameaholic. Still new to it, so I'll be still asking some questions every now and then.
Yeah, I'm not sure what exactly the plan is. I know Gameaholic and Big Zeef are already, queuing up their next race, and it's scheduled to start at 12:30, so I don't know if that means we just cut the feed here if Dr. J hasn't finished by then, or we ask the other runners to hold up.
As far as I know, it was the other race is also scheduled to be happening on this on Speed Gaming 1, so unless it gets moved to a different Speed Gaming Speaking of which, I better go and join the other SRL channel just to be in the loop.
Ooh, Dr. J taking an unfortunate quake, but he gets through the hand level.
Music box? That's always
completely
nice.
Useless in World 8.
Yeah,
useless box. But yeah, he took the route that hopefully he doesn't get too tripped up because
handbrake.
Okay, getting word that we are finishing this one out and asking Big Zeef and Gameaholic to
all right.
Oh, Dr. J only took the other pipe.
Yeah. That's an interesting, that strategy. Like in that first in the first like overworld on World 8, on that first map. My strategy lately has been to kind of clear out, to try both of those pipes. It's just, you know, even if you have to do an extra level, because see what happened with me. I got through pretty quickly, and whereas in the past I might have done what he's doing and just kind of kept going and kept trugging along, but
yeah, you found your way to the end really quickly.
Yeah, after that World 7, I was hoping so, but usually, you know, sometimes that's not the case, but he's gonna go through these levels.
What Dr. J is doing right now is definitely one heck of a gamble, that's for sure.
He's got 0 lives, so hopefully if he continues, he goes the other way. If he actually does die. Hope he doesn't.
Okay, let's hope he gets through this way now.
Oh,
this is the way to go. Alright, he's got himself that mushroom. Can he? Oh dear. That could be tough. To go the long way to get back up to speed so you can get through those other bricks. Before I figured out the H right there, I tried to get a Tanuki to get through those other bricks. Like that. Doesn't need to be big now. So.
Are you guys on the East Coast, or?
Yep.
Yep.
Enjoying our lovely, messy weather here.
Oh yeah, I'm in Massachusetts, so got a little snow today.
Same, yeah. I was out in it earlier.
Yeah, it's coming down pretty bad right here, right now.
Oh really?
I'm in the Quebec area. It's been snowing lots.
Oh, so it's staying snow there. It's changed to just a slushy mess here.
Should be, I think it'll be warming up and probably getting slushy later on. But I think by Friday it's supposed to turn to rain. That's going to be some nice icy roads. It's been just a roller coaster of ups and downs of weather. It's
oh yeah. Yeah, no, it's February, so it'll be, you know, 50 tomorrow, and then snowing and icy the next day, and then back to 65 maybe, and then down to 10.
Yeah, that sounds like it. If you go to Newfoundland over there, it could be sunny the 1 minute, and then you got a rainstorm the next minute. It's crazy. The weather is crazy over there. Went on a vacation over there, and it was something else.
Wow.
So.
Oh, while we were talking, I guess Dr. J gave up on the 8th fort and is now going the wrong way again.
Oh no.
Oh dear. This was the correct way or not to go. Oh. Well, darn. I'm just wondering how long a Big Zeef and Gameaholic are willing to wait before this one as well. Big Zeef just entered the race for the other room.
Alright guys, well I think I'm gonna head to bed, so
Alright.
I'll keep the stream up though, so you, for a bit.
Well, hey, GG again.
Thank you, I appreciate it. It's been really fun.
Thanks for joining us, and we'll catch you on the next one.
Of course. Take it easy, guys.
With that, we got Dr. J going through Fort. And which person is one of my favorites, because you can really speed through this one, usually.
And on that note, here he is on Boom Boom.
Yeah, and it looks like Big Zeef and Gameaholic are fine with waiting until Dr. J is done. They're just both watching the stream right now.
Unfortunately, we know that this route isn't going to get Dr. J to the end.
At the rate he's going, he's going to wind up looking through the whole world before he finds the right way to go. Well, that should have just told Dr. J right there that the hand bridge is not the way to go at all, because he did come out of the other pipe a little while ago.
Yeah, he's now seen every pipe except for the one that goes to the end, so he should be able to figure out process of elimination. Assuming he didn't forget. What I'm seeing, I think he's got it. Yeah, there we go. He's got to do this level. Was there a term for this level? A title? What? Was there a certain title for this level? I can remember. I just call it 8 Fort. And make lame jokes about doors. Oh, there you go, Door Fort. Actually, no, that's already taken by Fort 3. Or how about the other one only requires one door and then you're set to go. You're going the right way. This one requires more than one. So how about this? Doors Fort. Fair enough. Or Maze Fort. Okay, Maze Fort works too. Fort. I would have probably called it slowly stepping towards Womp while waiting for him to attack Fort. Okay, let's see. Boom! Yep! Alright. This is it. Final stretch for Dr. J. Swimming, swimming, swimming. See, under the fort. Mother in the sea as there is in the... Wait. Wrong words, me. By the way. Self in third person there. Darling, it retches down where there's stretches. Take it from me. Actually, in those otter scrollers. They'll make you take all day. Atlantis, I'm gonna go with this. It's hard to make up lyrics on the fly. Okay, he's taking the Tanuki suit approach. Unfortunately, he doesn't have hammer suits or fire flowers. So time to fly. How precise do you have to be to do that clip right there where he just went by? Ibuba do it, but no. Like he's gonna try the clip here though. Or not. Yeah, after a certain point, it's better to just, you know, go through normally.
Oh!
Oof.
Ouch. That always hurts. I think that was the last P-Wing. Part of my SRL screen was covering part of the screen, so I'm not sure, actually.
Looked like it to me.
Alright, if you can manage to make it through this without taking a hit, it'll be, free path to Bowser. Here. And one up right there waiting for you. Ah! And it looks like, from what I can see, Big Zeef and Gameaholic will be going with the Tourney 2 flags for their next race. While Dr. J has been lasered on the toes. You know, I've always ran through those guys, but you're big at least. The lasers do seem to hit you. I don't know if it was just me, but I always thought you were able to just run through those. Dr. J getting through Disco Waffles, and now the descent. And now the donut fire pit room. Faring better than last time. Well, it looks like he's gonna probably have to go the lower way. Yep. There he goes. Okay, last room before Bowser. An interesting thing when you go on the down path in the last room before Bowser, almost every step here has a fireball just waiting to get you. The upper area, the fireballs don't always go for where you're gonna stand on your next jump.
Okay, does Dr. J know about Bowser's hitbox is the question.
Probably not.
Yeah, it doesn't look it. Let's see if he
find
moves.
out.
Yeah, if he knew about it, he wouldn't have jumped out of there.
Yeah. This could be tight. Okay, he should have this now. Just don't jump too early.
Nope, didn't quite line it up.
Oh!
Ooh!
Snipe! That hurts! Bowser, you sniping genius. If I could snipe like that in any FPS I played, I'd probably like kills in like Counter-Strike or something. Can do it, Dr. J. Oh, you're going to low.
Well, he knows there's a Starman and a power-up.
Yeah, that's probably why he's going that way.
Only you have to watch out for the donut lifts.
Thing you gotta check out for. Stop running there, you're in a bit of trouble. This is it. Fine. The game over does not set him back at all.
Yes, that's the nice thing about fort levels and locks.
Indeed. Especially when you don't have to go through the regular levels.
Or the hands.
All in all, World 8 is rather convenient this time. If you go the right way. So when it comes to strategies for World 8, I come across them. I usually like doing the quote-unquote fort levels. Forest, Navy, and Fort. You know, on the safe side. Alright, he's almost to Bowser. For take 4, I think? I think this is take 3. Against Bowser, anyway.
I think this is take 2.
Oh yeah, Bowser himself, yeah, that actually makes sense. Now that I think about it. First race I did 2 for fun before the tournament starts. I was completely unaware of any Bowser strats.
Yeah, once you learn about the hitbox, it can really make all the difference here. The fight becomes so much easier.
It takes the stress off.
But
Yay.
Bowser is finally through. Get your GGs in chat for Dr. J, PhD.
Oh, I think I put GG a little early there. I keep forgetting we're a little ahead.
And he finishes with an official SRL time of 1 hour, 39 minutes, and 20 seconds.
GG. Good work sticking it through to the end.
Still a better time than forfeiting.
Yep.
And with that, I think we're gonna be cutting out of this one soon and setting up the race with our other 2 runners. So stick around if it's not ridiculously late in your time zone. MIDI guy will still be here with you. I'm signing off, though. But do give our runners a follow. They've put on quite a show for us, and we're very persistent through some really hard levels. And check out the speed gaming channels. We've got lots of this tournament going on. Tomorrow we have a number of races starting at 5:30 on SG2, SG4, SG5, and some others that haven't even been assigned. So yeah, this tournament is really in the thick of it, and we have plenty more races to throw at you.
The month is still young. Still got plenty to go. And it's been a blast this whole way. Look forward to more. Now it's just me